How's it going, everyone? I'm doing a Centurion basics walkthrough. I was asked to do this from one of my subscribers after playing with him a little bit. Now, I am not the best with Centurion. I'm not going to say that I am. If you have any tips or tricks, please leave them in the comments below. But with that being said, we'll jump in and see what tips and tricks I can bring forward that some of you might not know. But please let me know if you have any better ones in the description. Now, if you've already looked at his moves and all that kind of stuff, and read through most of it, you got a pretty good idea and understanding of what he can do. Everything's going to try to get the enemy on the ground or up against a wall for the most part. I'm just going to touch on a few basic things that I feel most people should know. Now, first off, a lot of fights that I'm starting in against Centurion, they'll start with this attack. And the reason they're starting with it is because if you do this, you can immediately hit somebody, but as you can see, the amount of time between this and this is perfectly long enough for you to sidestep it and then punish them. So in general, this the front attack like this is also very parryable, and I mean, this is day one, but I honestly wait for Centurions to do that. That way I can parry them and start getting free hits, because a lot of people, for whatever reason, do not expect to get parried during that. The other thing is your light attacks are going to be your friend, because if you land one, you can grab them and throw them. Now, if you grab them, as so, you can also get a kick. There it is. Now, if you do the light attack, as I said, it is your friend, so you will want to use it properly. Now, if I have an enemy, say about this close to a wall or something like this, you simply grab them, kick them up against the wall, and that'll guarantee a few hits on them. Now, obviously, they can counter the guard break for this, but most of the time, it is day one, of course, people aren't seeing this currently. So, by all means, go for it. The other thing you can do is you can freely kick it, same as the Warlord's Headbutt, where you simply press A forward as if you're dodging into them and press X. Now, the only thing I really will use this for, if they're out of stamina and you're trying to combo them and they are starting to get away, this is really good for bringing their stamina back down into enough where you can continue chaining them. Now, leading into the other thing, his light attacks are decently quick, but not quick enough that I think it's completely worth using like so. Most of the time you can land two before you'll do the grab. Now, I've noticed a lot of people are starting to understand that you will do the grab. So, 2 hits stops them because they will try and guard break you on the second one to counter it. And then the second one, you go through with it. But that's, once again, this is day one, people will learn. So, in addition, the heavy attack can be charged, in which you will leap forward, which you can't see because she's right on me. Now, the first one will simply do that. The second one will become an unblockable, and he will rush forward accordingly. This does have quite a bit of range. Don't underestimate, but don't overestimate it either. You aren't going to, bazooka fly across the fucking room like to that rock over there using this, so be cautious with it. But in addition to doing this, you can also use it this way, and you can feint it into a different attack. Now, the other thing here that a lot of people haven't realized yet, if you are going for a charged heavy and you hit to guard break, you can actually soft feint it into a guard break, which I've gotten on a few people. The other thing, if you guard break, he has the same thing as Peacekeeper, to where you can simply 1, 2, 3 and hit. Now, the way I use this is, one sec, we get him up against a wall over here, and you hit him twice, throw him up against the wall. You can charge an attack, and then you can charge your jab. That'll knock them to the ground, allowing you to jump on top of them. And that's where the most amount of your damage is going to be. Now, if you're wondering how to do the punch, that is heavy attack followed by X, and if you want them to hit the ground, you charge it. Now, this is extremely obvious. As you can tell, it has quite a bit of charging time, and everyone will see it coming, and people are obviously already dodging it. Now the quickest one you can do is that, which is still very noticeable, still going to get moved on. Same with the kick. Now if you do the kick, you can go immediately into the charged, which is good and people don't expect it. The other thing is, if you're going into a heavy attack like this, the charging one allows for a little bit more movement. So if you're up against like a peacekeeper and you are constantly doing light attacks like this, obviously they'll start going side to side and they'll start dodging it. Well, on the next one, if you charge it, a lot of times they'll try and go around you and you can still catch them because it took long enough to where you'll still track them. Now, the jumping overhead, a lot of people say has a lot of tracking, which it does. It's just not enough that I deem it, you know, like groundbreakingly good. But, you know, that's what a lot of people are doing it. But just trust me, just parry it. Same as the Kensei's overhead unblockable. It's very easy. Besides that, you've already seen how you jump on top of them. Saw the charge jab, the Legion kick. So I think we've seen most of his combos and what he can do. There is one called the parry counter. Now, this one I honestly really like, but we will go out and actually go against a bot or something to display that. I'm here with the generic Warden. I wanted to check out this area. Now, for the parry, you're going to want to hit X immediately as you parry them. And he will grab, hit him, and that'll open up an opportunity to really throw your opponent off and get their stamina down. And once again, the kick is the best way to keep them out of stamina. Or if you can get the punch in, the fully charged punch will knock them to the ground and allow you to stab them. Now everyone, I haven't talked about the zone attack, and for very good reason. It's awful. This is the zone attack right here. Now, the reason I say that this zone attack is awful is because I'm hitting to feint as much as possible, and as you can see, it won't let me do it, which is why I think it's completely worthless. As you can see there, everything is dodgeable or parryable. I like to just parry it because I get that free little kick that he does. But in terms of enemies to fight, the Centurion is right up there. I mean, in terms of close quarter combat, he's extremely effective. Now, there is one thing I should mention, and how I said that the jump attack is mostly worthless. That does go both ways, I guess. There is certain times where it's not completely worthless. For instance, I've been using it for Shinobi when she runs out of stamina and tries to run away, gets low health and tries to run. If you know that she's about to take off and she's about to try and, you know, get out of there, get away from you as fast as possible, it is a risky move to do it because you could get parried. But if you have full stamina, I don't believe there's anything that they can really do about it, because once again, even if they parry you, I'm not sure, having no stamina, if they'd be able to actually hit you after doing it. But don't take my word for it by any means. I haven't done much testing on it. I've never been parried by a Shinobi when they are running away. I think they're just, focused on, holy crap, I have a low health pool, I gotta get out of there. But otherwise, I hope that this somewhat remotely helps in learning your Centurion. I've been having a lot of fun with him, and I find him to be very entertaining and fun to use. His executions take forever, so keep that in mind when you are fighting. All of them take pretty long time to perform. But other than that, those are his basic moves for now that I've picked up on, and you can change those and mix match them however you'd like. If you want to fake a heavy attack into a kick, throws him right up against the wall, guaranteeing another light attack. I mean, however you want to play him. But these are the things that I've so far learned that I can say are somewhat tips and tricks. I hope you guys enjoy, and of course, if there are anything that I missed, please let me know. I'm trying to get good with the Centurion. It's only my first day using him, but you know, anything that you guys have seen or done so far with him that comes off as really, really cool and you want to share, please just leave a comment down below letting us know what you've discovered from him. Let's try and keep the community happy. There's a lot of talk of the Centurion being completely and utterly overpowered, even though I don't find him to be, because he's easy to dodge and parry. But please let me know if you have anything. All of those heavy attacks are dodgeable, which means they're also normally pretty parryable, so watch out for that. Alright, I'm hoping someone else has found some really cool stuff for him to use, because right now his feint game is pretty bad because it's slow. It's a really slow feint and is easily punished. But alright, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoy, and I hope that you guys can let me know any tips or tricks in the comments, so that way we can all actually start doing a little better with our Centurions. And I'm not good with Shinobi, so I'm not even going to try making a tutorial on that. But if you have anything to add to that, go ahead and put those in the comments down below, because I'm sure there are a lot of people that want to learn that as well. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see all of you in the next video. Thank you.